Hi everybody, welcome back to Rusty Gear Season 3 Episode 57 with me, Sid, and I have just been making some more quicklime because we are going to make some more mortar. So I need 34 sand basically from somewhere. I probably got it in one of my chests. Let me have a look. Sand 32, 33, 34. And I do like the fact that in this version of the pack, or this mod pack, we do have this as an option, because that makes life considerably easier than faffing around sticking things. Oh, okay. Do I need 4 of each? Okay, that's why I'm rocking 2 left. That's fine. I thought it was 1-to-1. I don't know why. I'll stick 256 of those away. That can go back in the chemicals chest. So that can go back in the chemicals chest. So last episode we faffed around. We faffed around with the bee hut, and we faffed around trying to make some gold pots. I have dried one. I do need to do some more with the rest of that gold glaze. I've really not done a lot. I have continued digging a lot, and we did start putting on some different coloured supers on the hives. So that one's now, I think you can put 4 on these, I might be wrong. And yeah, I mean, this has worked out well. It's compact, it's a very tight squeeze, but there's a lot of options there, and there's also quite a bit of honey, and that's all good. However, we're not playing around with that today, and we're going to avoid the pottery today. What we are going to do is we're going to try and work on the guard tower and armory, as I'm going to call it, which is over here. And I'll probably have another watchman over here as well, just to extend my protection area. But what I was thinking is about here, to have the outside of the bit. So if you can imagine, you're in here and the invaders on the bridge, drawbridges up, and we're like pew 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 pew. But that kind of leads me to something like, now I think, where's the floor level going to be? There, isn't it? So that's right. So if we do that, and then that will come up. Hello. You can tell I've been digging quite a bit, can't you? And let me just get you down. I'm almost out of, in fact that's my last pick. I need to do some steel pickage now. Now I've got the steel to do it. But we'll sort you in a moment. So I need to do some forging anyway. I've got a whole suit of armour I want to make. You can go away in there. You can go up there. And you can go in there. And then here we'll put this, and then we'll have that and that. And that's kind of what you will see from the outside. I'm just going to engage flight mode. And I think we'll then go here, like that. Now the question is, do I go, so we have a facing on this side, so if I go 3, then 3, then 3, then I can get a 1, 2, 3 on this side. Maybe even extend this out a wee bit, like that. And then there's not too much of the that stone invading is the, but that gives us, you know, a bit more peakage, a bit more peeking out. So if we come from here, that will be there, and that will come to there, and that will give me a shape then to bring in from there, and also there. That works. That gives me a shape to play with. And once you've got a shape, you've got half of the building done. Half of the building is done, which is cool. Anyway, so the first thing is going to be build this space up, and then out here we've got space to do more stuff and get these out. So let me go and make myself some bricks. Right. And yeah, brickage, give me a chisel, give me, I don't want those, I don't want those, I want, is that the best you're going to give me? 127, that's a bit, doesn't matter, there we go, that will give me something to be going on. And that will give me a stack. But yeah, there's plenty. I've got loads of granite, so it's really not a major issue. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah, I'm going to get on. I'll be back in a short while. Alright, we've got a basic shape. I'm going to fill this in. We're going to have space because there's quite a lot of space over the hill over this way, so we'll have the option to progress out that way. I think we could have an option to progress up and out up here, although how I'm going to do a very tight, basically I want a really tight spiral staircase, so that would be a thing. We'll take that out because I don't want to waste bricks on a corner you can't see. I'm just looking at the floor for the tower. I have chiseled a couple of arrow slits here and here, nothing fancy, just basic everyday angled, you know, we can get a little bit of a better angle off of them, which I suppose, you know, is ultimately what the arrow slits were there to do, offer your archers protection while giving them the maximum degree of field of fire. Field of fire, that's the word I'm looking for. So the floor in here is going to have, well, the floor in here and down here is going to be a mix of chalk and andesite polished. So this is going to come out here, we're going to come along there, it's going to come all the way down, and I'll decide what to do. I mean, I'll probably not do anything with it if I'm really honest with myself, because I don't actually have anything I need to do down there. So, you know, anything I do down there will be largely for the sake of it, for want of a better word. And there, and that's out of me polished andesite, but we do need to get more, and then we'll have, I'll probably dome this roof. Now if we go outside, let me just quickly whiz round. Come on, let me out. The tower structure kind of implies that there's more going on, but I've just basically embedded it up into the rock, so it looks like it's all part and parcel. Not 100%. I think this needs some more. We'll throw some textured blocks on it. We'll make it look, you know, just a little bit more worn, and maybe I'll stick a lip over the top or bottom here just to give this some, turn it something from something flat. I don't actually have a massive problem with flat structures. They, you know, they're part and parcel of let me just get rid of you. Panty, I don't need you for a while, but I do need my finishing chisel. We'll grab some more of you. Yeah, the part and parcel of building. I mean, the trend in Minecraft building, which is naturally extending to this because of its cube-based voxel heritage, has been to avoid flat surfaces. And, you know, they're not wrong. Flat surfaces are boring, they're dull, I think. But if you actually look around you at the architecture that we have in the world right now, the vast majority of it is flat surfaces. There's no point beating around the bush on it. It's as it is. You know, we build flat. That is our way, and consequently, making everything interesting in 3D is, I think, disingenuous to... I'm actually going to take those out because we'll imply that, and we'll put something off there. I don't know what I'll put in the hole just to keep it, but we'll imply that can go on. I'll probably stick some basalt or just something black to fill it. As I've said, I'm already going to stick a night watcher over here just to things, so I don't need to worry about filling in behind the walls, which goes against the grain of everything I believe. Trust me, it is... It definitely is not the way I would prefer to build, and it kind of, I won't say triggers, but it is uncomfortable doing that. It's interesting how you can get uncomfortable doing something. I was working at work obviously the other day, and we were refurbishing a library with all the IT in the library specifically, and the staff in the library had asked me to, well, we were trying let's just call it, we're trying an experiment for our students. So we've noticed over the years that when we install let me just do that actually. I could have done that, but it doesn't matter. It's not like andesite's thin on the ground, is it? When we install computers, the students will come in and they will push the computer off to one side and put the laptop in, and they'll often unplug the computer and plug the laptop in to get the power that they want to run the work. And this behaviour is so ingrained and ubiquitous, you know, we see it everywhere, that we have to ask our question, do they actually want computers? Or do they just want, well, we know the vast majority of the student surveys that get done within the universities say that they want screens. They want power. That's one of the things. Always more places to plug in and recharge. We are obviously now with the Gen Alpha, and I suppose ultimately Gen Beta once they come up to the university age. We are a society of people who are heavily dependent on having chargers for our devices, so yeah, it's an interesting one. So what we've done is we have we've put in about 25% of the computers we've replaced with 27-inch monitors with built-in USB-C docks. And where I'm going with this is nothing to do with the tech, by the way. Getting a little bit in detail on this one. The net and practical effect is that we had a position where we had space for 10 and 10, two banks of 20, no, two banks of 10. There was 40 on the floor. 2 banks of 10, 5 on either side. And then on the other side, for whatever reason, they'd done 2 banks of 6 and 2 banks of 4. And it was just triggering me so badly because of the asymmetry of it that I really could not decide on how to approach the particular issue of how to lay this out. And yeah, it was surprising. I didn't think I got triggered by things that easily, but clearly I do. Anyway, we'll stick a couple of stairs in there. And then I need to decide what I'm going to do there. But we've also got to put in a ceiling, and we've got to finish up these walls here and decide what we're going to do with this ceiling. So, I mean, it has to be maybe 4 high, but well, we'll stick these all the way in, I suppose. And then we can work out the ceiling here will be 1, 2. Let's go and have a look at what we did over here. I went, was it 3 high before I started putting these in? Yes, it was, wasn't it? So, realistically, what I actually need to do is these walls need to go like this, and then this needs to go like that, and that will be stairs. Not too bad, but I am going to need a hell of a lot more brick. Did I finish my story? I think I did. But yeah, it's just funny. The asymmetry of the entire thing triggered me. It was really quite bizarre. So, let me continue on building, and I shall be back in a short while. Well, my hand has been forced, so I'm going to have to do a little bit of metal work, so I might as well make the gold plate. I'm going to need 1 of those, and let's make myself 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 picks. 6 pick heads. That kind of works for me as a number. And yeah, bit of forging. Get this thing going hot. I'm going to do these as 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 1, just because that will remind me that I'm doing 3 of one and 1 of the other. What's the other, you ask? Well, you'll find out in a minute. No, my brick chisel broke, and I could just use the rubble hammer and do it that way, but oh, hello, no. Did I pick something up then? I don't think I did I? Yeah, I could use a rubble hammer, but don't think it's really going to help all that much, because that's just going to make, well, it's going to make kibbles, and then with kibbles can be chiseled to bricks. So I'm just basically hammering down the durability on 2 tools rather than 1. Now, to be fair, the rubble hammer is a piece of crap tool, but that's not the point. So yeah, a bit of forging just to get this pick going. We'll make up some pick heads, so when that pick dies I've got a replacement and just one of those. But I am going to make a whole load of steel items for my carry bag. I just want to wear out the meteoric iron ones I've got already. But let's just go and make myself a where is it? Oh, grief, I can't find it. There. And we'll just go on autopilot, I think. I'm not entirely sure, and if anybody knows the answer to this one, how to reuse the steel blister bits. So the iron I can whack back in a Armoury, and I think it appears that there's a drifter about somewhere. I mean, we're probably well out of range of the or rather we're on the periphery of the range of our night watcher, so yeah, that's probably a thing. Well, that's a thought. I also do need to do those gold plates, don't I? That's the gold plate, I should say. But yeah, anyway, this is going to be just a little bit of me hammering stuff. So I'll be back once I've made me things. Back in a mo. Okay, I don't know whether you could tell, I couldn't remember how to stop recording. I kept on hitting the wrong button. It was interesting. Now we're going to do these, and that's going to give me you, and you are going to go over here. Need to eat as well. And I will put you at this spot, I think. And you can just be the watcher outside that door there. So, yes, wedge chisel was what I was trying to remember so artfully. I should also probably eat. I think I mentioned that already. I just need a few more bricks basically, and then I probably want some basalt as well. Can I get away with that? I mean, if I do basalt rock, then I can chisel it, can't I? So if I come in here and just block this off, because that's going to be one exit, and then the other one is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oops, hello. Hang on, there we go. Like that, and maybe we do that. Actually do that and that, and then if I chisel that one up, I can actually make it look like it's part of the... Then at least I don't waste them when I come back. So these are the passages off the side, and then we'll have more going up there and yada yada and all the good things. So I need more granite bricks, and then I can get some more lighting in, and then we can start to think about decoration in this space. You, I actually want to move as well. I'm going to move you up there. So we got good coverage from the outside. We've got a little guard there, look, and we've got a little guard keeping his eye out over there. Yeah. Up and grounds joint. Right, let me continue, and I shall be back momentarily. Alright, I think structurally, I mean, I need to do something down here. This is a bit boring, but around here what I've done is, I think structurally we are about as done as we can be. These little alcoves, and these are where I'm going to stick armour stands, and this is where I'm going to keep my various armours. So I've got my chainmail upstairs, that will come down. I've got the chainmail that I'm going to... Well, I'll make several suits. We'll have some that's almost throwaway armour, just stuff to throw on the rack. We'll use you. do boop and boop. And then we can do something in here to make dress all this up and the likes. But I think we need to address the elephant in the room. Well, first thing I need to do is address the chainmail suit of chainmail armour that we have upstairs. Can I put my tools away? 1, 2, 3. A whole load of cassiterite as well. This is what I've been getting out of Shino's pit that we've been digging. My only payment, I'm going to be using this to make dyes and things, so you know it's quite useful getting that kind of volume of stuff out of the ground. I suppose the other thing I do need to do is just tidy up after myself here, because I can be untidy if I'm not careful. I can be quite an untidy character. In real life, that is. I'm one of these people that prides myself on being detail orientated, but hand in hand with being detail orientated often comes the fact that I can get easily distracted from the detail, and it can actually become a bit of a downer, if you like. You become too obsessed with it, and it can interfere with your ability to actually come up with a useful and functional contribution. Just put you away, need to put that away, and then we'll see. No space in there, so you're just going to have to go in there for now. Actually, let's empty tool rack. Let me just check before I go running around making a whole load of armour stands. Do I have any armour stands? Other than the one that I know about upstairs, which has got armour on it. See, I've got a little bit of gambleized armour that we made for the last visit, which is floating around. So we can have a bit of a mix and match on that as well. Oh, that's where my shield is, and it is actually meteoric iron, so I don't need to worry about that. I was wondering where that had got to. I don't think there's anything. I mean, we've got that, and if we look at the uses for that, we can use it to make copper chain helmets, and with the leather body jerkin we can use it to make, so we could use that up, because I'm fairly certain I've got more of that somewhere else if I were to hunt around, which of course I am. There's a 3 there, and I'm fairly certain there's more. Yeah, there's more there, look. No armour stands though, so let's go and address that particular elephant in the room, because what I'll do is I'll replace you actually need your huntsman. What am I actually wearing? I'm wearing that. It's not going to allow me to do it like that, is it? Hang on, let me just get these in. So we take the huntsman tunic out and put you back in. I know winter is coming, but hunter gloves, fur gloves. Hunter booties, fur booties. That's more like it. That's what we should be rocking. Right, we're going to take you off and pop you over there. We're going to take you off. We're going to pop you there. We're going to take you off. We're going to pop you there. We're going to take you off. We're going to pop you there. And we are going to pick you up. Same mechanism to pick these up. Right, while I'm at it. Planks and those. What did I say? 9, didn't I? So I've got 8 to make, which means I need 16 hay bales. Which, there you go. And then we just need some plankage, which I don't really have a lot, so I'll go and grab that. And then we're going to go and make ourselves some armour as redwood. That should be 7. Oh no, that was only so of course I need more than that, don't I? 1, 2, 3. Well, we'll go with that for now. I don't think I've got the space to carry anything else. Oops. Let me go back. Right. Let me just have a fertile around, see A, what we've got, and B, what we can do now. I will probably actually stick an armour stand back in my wardrobe, just because it kind of makes a certain degree of sense to have the armour that I wear, or at least one of my armours, in the right place. Boop, boop. I need just 2 more and then we're done. But for now, let's get these on. You can go on there. You can go on. You can go on. And you can go on. Yeah, I think this will look interesting. I'm tempted. I am very tempted to chisel these into. I think I will. Okay, let me get some bits and pieces done. Be back in a minute. You know what I have decided? It's going to take a big dent out of my steel supply. It's not like I can't make more. I've not actually been making any for a while, and actually, if we check in here, there's a stack of it in there already. I just need to continue that through 4 more burn cycles, I think it is, because he's had the 5th, he's had the 1st. So, you know, it's not like I can't make more steel. It's very, once you've got the infrastructure, it's very, very easy. He says, you know, it's the first time he's ever made it, blah, 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 look at the big I am. Anyway, what we are going to do is we are going to make up steel. I will do this. What I will do is I'll give them double charcoal. It's not like I'm short of charcoal either. We are in a position where we can make a lot of stuff. Let's just go with a steel chainmail. I'm not going any heavier than chainmail. I think chainmail is probably about as heavy as I want to go for things. I may make a heavier set in, or maybe even plate mail in meteoric, just to flex, to be honest. But let's. And the copper is, by the way, I've made a copper helmet. That's the thing. So I'm going to need to make the leather thingy-mabobby hoosium flobs. There's my legendary black bronze hammer. Legendary. It's called hammer. Yeah, and let's get this going, and I'll make the first set of chains on camera, and then we'll do the rest off camera. I think that seems a fair dues. I believe you need 2 ingots per chain. That's why I'm doing 28, because it's 14 ingots in total for all of the chains. For all of the pieces to make the chains. So yeah, let's go over here, go chain, let's just get the second one on. There's no point faffing around. Auto again. So it is 2 because that's definitely a complicated affair. But that's fine. We'll make the chainmail, and Spy Punk's suit of steel plate armour would. Well, he hasn't even put a price on it. I think he said just make me an offer, and I think. Is it possible to do it with 1? I'm going to try it actually, and see where we end up short. Because the bit here that we're getting is the. Obviously, we are doing this using auto magic hammering, which there might be enough. I don't think there will be. I think we're going to be. I think it's just going to be like a couple of voxels over. Yeah, there's definitely not enough, is there? Yeah. Okay, that's fine. We learned. Right, I'll be back in a little while. Alright, well, sorry, I don't have my voice then. Well, apart from one error where I started and misclicked and I ended up having to make some steel saw blades, because I can't figure out, there must be a way, but I cannot figure out for the life of me the way that you reverse a choice if you click on it. It just does not seem to want to let me do it. So anyway, we're going to have a look, and we're going to have a look at making 2 of these, and that's simple enough. So we're going to go 1, 2 of those. And also we are going to make the things, which is simple enough as well. Okay, boop, 1, 2. Now let's go and put the leather away, and let's start off. Let's just go and make this copper armour that's going to go in the armoury. You can go there, I think, and then I think it's just that, isn't it? So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 1, 2, 3, and then that. And then that can have its accoutrements. There we go, a little bit of copper armour in there. Now, the other thing we need to do, 1, 2, 3, helmet. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. No, that can't be right. Did I only make enough? Oh, okay. I need to make more. My math failed. Let's have a look at these again for chain. So I need 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 more steel ingots. Ouch. Oh well, it'll be worth it. It will be worth it. However, let me go and do that, because I'm not going to make you endure another round of me forging, and I'll be back in a minute. I can't even claim to be dyslexic. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 3. That's. Wow, that's taken a dent out of my steel supply. Yeah, I'll be back in a mo. Alright, now I've under-doofused myself. And mathed correctly. Made 1 too many as well, that's fine. I'm fairly certain I use that to repair, so let's let's look at the handsome beast that I am. You don't see enough of me out of armour. I actually think there is a mod where you can actually hide the armour you're wearing, so that I mean, remember here, this is protection tier 4, so it's the highest protection tier. It takes 86%, it reduces my healing effects, it ups my hunger rate slightly, reduces my ranged weapon accuracy by 3%. This is not exceptionally bad. But now, now we can take on the world. So, I'm not sure whether that's going to get annoying. Luckily I can do this. Ghosty. Right, no. Oh, hello. Where am I? Oh, hang on. I'm in the wrong view, aren't I? I wonder whether I can... I may have to look at the accessibility tweaks and just see if we can't turn some of this off as well, because that could get old very quickly. Very quickly indeed. However, now my beautiful purple armour is being supplanted. It's seen better days. We're good. We've got that now. I am actually going to go and just check, because there's a couple of things I want to look at. I'll be back in a second. Okay, I've added a mod called Dressful, and I've also added the accessibility tweaks. So, right now, no jingle jingle. And that is because I have gone in on sound effects and found the chain, and I have turned it off. If I turn those back on, so that's the definitely one we need to lose, and obviously you can do that as well, so I can have a look at that and just say what's currently showing. Well, there's a quern. I don't think a rift is playing. I don't think there are any rifts, but there you go. It doesn't matter. I've also turned off dust, fog and mist, so we can muck around with that. We can muck around with the text, other things. We can obviously do sound effects. There is a brightness setting, so I've upped the brightness to 30%. It should make life a little bit easier for recording. We can do colour correction if we actually were colourblind. We're not, so we won't. And we can alter the things, involuntary mouse movements. Don't know what that is, but I don't think I want it to do it. So that's fine. And now I can run around in my chain armour, which looks awesome, without making a sound. Yeah, we can, do. However, if I control P with Dressful, my dress is now hidden. So I'm armoured, but I don't appear to be armoured. Now, I don't know whether this actually affects anything from the point of view of other players. There is another mod called Vanity that does require to be installed on the server as well. However, we've got this. I'm going to think about how I dress up the outside. We're coming really close to the end here, I suppose, of this episode, but can I? No, that's not going to work, is it? Let me just do that, and we can look very handsome, and we can F12, and we can do that back, and that will do us. Not sure what I'm going to do next episode. I am just plodding along doing bits and pieces, but I would like to Just out of interest, if I put that in my offhand, it does, yeah, the shield is still visible. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I would like to try and catch up with Gran and Punk at the same time. I need to talk to Punk anyway, because we've been talking about building a pub. Now I know Punk is doing a lot of brewing. Yeah, just an Australian to brew. Yeah. And I would like to build with Punk, because Punk's got some amazing stuff. So, and we've also spoken about doing some ruins, which I have kind of pre-staged. So, but we are heading into October, so we might want to start working from the south town for winter. But until next time, thank you very much for watching, guys. I will see you soon. Bye for now.